I just saw that I was so much freer in my experience than most anyone else I ever met. It's rare that someone really obtains the power to alter physical reality, but it is possible. I don't really have a definition of cult, but you could break it down as curious and unconditionally loving tribe, C-U-L-T. That would be the positive expression of a cult. Usually people mean something more negative by cult. Most people are emotionally and spiritually lost.
You are scared little toddlers. F you!
My name is Bentinho Massaro, and I consider myself to be nothing, really. I wear many jackets. People call me spiritual teacher or leader, entrepreneur. Basically, I'm whatever I need to be of service in the ways that I can be of service to people.
It's such a simple thing. You simply do because it worked.
So currently we are in Barlo at a 7-day residential retreat. So over 400 people are coming together. So it mostly consists of the sessions. There are also a couple of optional sessions like morning yoga, Coote yoga, and some optional sessions with my friends, and some dancing sessions, some ecstatic dance. There'll be a party on Saturday, a DJ will be coming. People get the invitation to meditate on their own and apply some of the work that we do during the sessions. At some point, I did some writings, but I also started to shoot some videos. And that's really when people caught on to me, because I guess they liked the vibration of it, the vibe that came off of it, the giddiness, the smile, the spontaneity, the youthfulness.
It's my birthday. Pretty awesome here. It looks pretty amazing. Everything is possible, and I love you.
Infinity is just the word or symbol I came up with as 3 points of the infinity. One pointing to the field of energy out of which everything is made manifest. One pointing to the absolute, which is the source even of that energy, the one infinite creator. Teachings that address the individual, like how to live an empowered life here in a very human way. I want to be of help to truly anyone who desires this type of help. Is it going to take everything you have? Yes. In fact, it's about giving up everything you have for the sake of the vision.
I think what Bentinho teaches from my own experience is that it's about awareness, about consciousness, and what it all relates to, or what it means, or how it functions. So it's a big subject, so to say, and you can maybe subdivide it in different things.
How to be in the middle of life. So how to be in the center of the storm while everything around you is moving, and how to stay centered so that you yourself can decide what you want to create in your own life.
This is kind of the chair you guys picked in the room. Is kind of like that scene from The Matrix where you offered the blue or the red pill, remember? Did you do that on purpose? People ask me a lot about the whole levitation thing, and I just truly believe that these things are possible. I've experienced weird things enough for me to know that that's possible. Altering the weather is one fun, usually innocent example of how we can begin to explore some of that capacity. I've had, I'd say, over 95% success with this one in particular. I started researching telekinesis. This got me very curious, and I started practicing it myself and experimenting and training, and I did have some results with that. Just some tin foil that I could spin on a table. At some point, I rolled a pen across the table. And that's when I thought, okay, this is enough. I don't have to practice this anymore. I've proven it to myself. It's possible. And ever since, I haven't really done it or even attempted it anymore. Know that you feel good right now. You feel really, really good right now. Spaceships are docking in and out of Station Earth. And all these ET beings are enjoying interacting with us. And I'll share with you this beautiful location, which I believe has been generated by my family.
You don't make claims like that in 2018 without showing your work, right? Like, all right, so you can change the weather, you can move a pen across the table. Let's see it. Let's see it. And if you can't show it, and if you're not showing it, why are you saying it? And if there's deception going on at the fundamental level of the leader saying that he can do things that he can't actually do, then yeah, you've got one of the three pillars of cultic organization.
Being here feels like a big mirror, so I get to know myself even better than I thought I already knew.
I think it's a really cool thing. I'm really thankful to be here. The atmosphere is pretty relaxed, so it feels a little bit like holidays.
What's your calling? What's your calling? F you. F you. F you. What's your calling? F you. What's your calling? If you weren't so high up in your own ass about this f***ing concept of respect, you would actually see how much love there is behind me saying what I say. And when you stumble upon a point of view that feels good about someone else being raped, are you willing to accept that point of view? That's the paradox of humility. So what? Somebody is being triggered. That is funny. How is that not funny? When the article came out, I was not surprised. I understand that the nature of my work rubs some people the wrong way. I've seen a lot of envy and jealousy and opposition. Well, it was a good lesson for us to become more mindful as to who we just let into our everyday meetings or what have you. I'm a good person, my intentions are good, and I want what's best for everyone. I don't want anything from my community. Sometimes the role of the teacher, again, is to slap them awake. Sometimes that comes out with a little f*** you. Another one of the allegations that a lot of spiritual teachers, including myself, receive is the whole topic about money. We as a company do make quite a bit of money. I guess it's all relative. But the majority of that goes straight back into the creation of the events, the supporting of the employees, all the technical equipment and the visions and the video production. It's good morning. I just arrived in Dubai last night. And yes, I will also occasionally spend that money on something that nourishes my vehicle. Sometimes you need to stop the car and get some gas, right? I enjoy good whiskey, I enjoy a good cigar, I enjoy watching movies, I enjoy taking my team to, say, a nice location somewhere in a different country.
I can only eat so much granola in silence out in the sunshine. I need some strippers and some blood or some raving or something.
Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Is it possible that some of the spiritual concepts have played into his perspective? That's definitely a possibility. I've never felt any type of guilt or responsibility. Continue to have faith. See it as a movie. You're just watching a movie. When things get intense, go like, this is a movie. I just felt his heart when I heard the news. I was like, oh, Brent. So, yes, it was a bit of an inconvenient timing because the article had just come out in terms of, you know, our sort of image to the world. So I got a lot of backlash from that.
If they're sitting in a room where The general impression is that the person sitting in the throne at the front of the room has some sort of special power, is realized in some way as some kind of higher being. And then he opens his mouth and he suggests that, yes, he can change the weather through his thoughts, or that he can levitate, or he talks to aliens or whatever. If those dynamics are in play, I would suggest that anybody in that crowd stand back and say, what makes this person so special?
And of course, you have the concept of a cult. But yeah, for me, myself, I'm just here to experience it for myself.
I don't think these are a cult, but yeah, if someone else thinks, that's fine.
But I don't think that's what it is.
Oh. Well.
I don't know.
What is it? Tell me quick and tell me now. What is it? The train is leaving. You have no time to think. What is it? It is only because you still believe it is serving you that you keep perpetuating that which does not serve you. Do you feel that? Can you see that? Can you love yourself? Are you worthy of that? Are you deserving of love? Are you infinitely worthy? Are you infinitely worthy? Are you infinitely worthy? Yeah? Are you?
The clue is, if you run any one of his videos through a transcription robot, see whether or not it makes sense on tape in text, and that's a big clue, because most of the time when loaded or circular language is used, it will show itself like, a rusty nail sticking out of a board.
It's a hard thing to grasp, but everything that has a manifest form is not what it seems. In truth, there are no objects. Vibration or level of consciousness or level of understanding is steadily increasing collectively. The effects of that may look good and look bad, and that may alternate, may go through waves, but that's just the surface level. Every cubic inch of space, time, matter is infused with a higher concentration of light, or the original energy of creation, out of which everything comes. Everything is inherently empty and meaningless.
Of course he's not going to say that he's running a cult. The techniques are standard.
Imagine this whole room not giving a damn about their life. How fun would that be?
If we look at the tyrants in the past, I greatly respect their accomplishment. You can learn from Hitler and apply it in a positive way. It's relatively easy for someone to gain a position of influence over millions of people.
And you literally feel so powerful that you don't care if someone puts a gun to your head.
I do not consider my group as a cult, if by cult you mean what most people mean by it. Some dysfunctional group of people completely under the spell of a manipulative leader. I would not say that's the case, but you can ask my community, and I mean, it's up to anyone to make up their minds. I have no desire to start a dysfunctional community.